morning, YouTube. How you doing? I hope you had a great night last night. Today is Friday, March 8th. Man, I love Fridays, right? I'm JB, and welcome to another edition of What's On Today with Discovery Bay. Let's start with a recap of a couple of videos from yesterday. There are links to these channels in the description below. Okay, let's go check out ThoroQboro for a video titled ThoroQboro Comics First Live Comic Book Unboxing. Jose gives us a special treat. He shares an amazing unboxing by letting us know a little bit more about him and his story. Dude, Jose's good peeps, man, and I'm glad I found you, bro. We're the comic book family, and we're here to support you. Your future is bright. Let's go check him out. All right, next item on the recap comes from Hialeah Comic Bro. I just love that name, too. He released a new video titled New Comic Book Day Haul and Why Do I Collect? This one is worth the watch. Let's show our support for this new community member and check out his video. Alright, the last item on the recap comes from Tony Sanders. He gave us a live stream last night titled What's Your Grail? With special guests John's Comics and Jeffrey Komikhan. This was already one of my favorite shows, but last night took the cake. As the panel goes around and describes their personal grails, Tony went ahead and bought Jeffrey's. I mean, like on the spot, live. You want to know what Jeffrey's personal grail is? Obviously we know it's a Hulk, but which one? You're gonna have to go over there and find out. And by the way, hey Tony, if you need another guest who doesn't have their personal grail... Alright, let's go to today's lineup. All of these times will be listed in both Pacific Standard Time and Eastern Standard Time, and all the channel links with timestamps are in the description below. Let's get started. So first up at 12 a.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Eastern, head over to Area 51. We get a video titled Flashback Friday, My Fan Expo 2019 Comics. He's going to be sharing some signed books, $2 bin books, Silver Age finds, and a big bronze bonanza, so you don't want to miss that. Alright, at 1 a.m. Pacific, 4 a.m. Eastern, we have the first of two videos from Joe Ryan Comics. The first is titled Star Wars Vader Dark Visions #1, Life's a Sith. By the way, I've read this. Fire, awesome, go get this book. The second one he drops around 3 a.m. Pacific, 6 a.m. Eastern, and it's titled Batman #66 Comic Review, The Question or the Answer. Let's go check Joe out today, huh? Alright, at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, Billy over at Economics and Comics gives us the next installment in his series, Shooting the I can't say that. Comic book review, hardcore number 1 through 3s. So let's make sure we go over and check him out. At 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, Erod 212 will be releasing the 9th episode in this terrific series titled Is It Slab Worthy? He's going to break down the numbers as they stand at today on a book, and by the time we're done, we're gonna know, is it slab worthy? At 11 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, I need to drink coffee for this one. Over at Aggressively Relaxing's channel, we should be getting the next installment in their weekly series titled... Man, I'm really confused with his title, but this is a radio parody told... This is news from the point of view of the people that live in the Marvel comic book world. And remember, Bueller did a guest voice cameo as Buck Johnson a couple weeks back. It's just fun, you gotta watch it. Okay, at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Whosoever watches this channel, if he or she be worthy, shall acquire the knowledge from the Comic Chief.
Today, the Comic Chief brings us a video titled Funko Friday and Target Exclusives. Should be good. Alright, at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, over at Midwest Comic Man, Paul gives us the next installment in his series titled Comic Creator Spotlight, Episode 11, Maurice Whitman. So Episode 11 of Paul's Comic Creator Spotlight is spotlighting Maurice Whitman, who was a self-taught Golden Age master who's virtually unknown. This is going to be good. You don't want to miss it. Okay, next up at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, head over to Count Von Strange IV for a quick video, which should be his 13th installment of Figure Friday. Today's title is, I don't know, because he didn't put up anything. He didn't have anything on IG, but I know it's Friday. That means we're going to be getting Figure Friday at 5, because we always get it at 5. And I know he got a new Hulk figure because I've been following him on IG, and he posted a picture of it, and it's right here. So, 5 o'clock, Figure Friday, Count Von Strange. Okay. Also at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, head over to Comic Tom 101 for his video titled Hot Top 10 Comic Books on the Rise. So, Tom and Sensei Russ go over the CBSI Top 10 list and also break in the middle to share some of the comic community's great hunting finds during the week. So during the week, as people are finding books, they're tagging Comic Tom, and then they kind of review some of those right at the halfway point of this show. It's the best part of this show, in my opinion. I like the list, guys, but I love that part when he's spotlighting the community. And if we're lucky, I'm not saying we're guaranteed, but if we're lucky, Tom will go live with a pre-show. Now, when? I don't know. Make sure you got your notifications on, and you'll know when he goes live. Okay. At 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we get another live show. This time it is Bueller with his weekly live show titled Live with Bueller. Tonight I think he's rolling solo again, and he's going to need his friends in the chat. And I also think Bueller is going to be testing out his auction. I know he mentioned a couple of books that he's going to try and auction tonight. I think one of them is signed. Maybe we can get Bueller to sign it too, and it'll really go for big money. Okay, next up at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we should get a premiere video titled My Picks for New Comics Releasing March 13th from the Comic Spectre. Let's get Israel's picks for new comics releasing March 13th, both from his preview pre-orders and fresh buys for the following week that piqued his interest. Alright, at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, yo, bro! Kenny at ComicHead is going to be going live with, I don't know. What's he talking about? I don't know. But I'm sure it's going to be a blast because every time Kenny goes live, it's a blast. So, yo, bro, let's hook up over there and have a good time. Alright, at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, we have HARCORE Live. This is where you get Bueller, Chad, Cat Rent Figures, and Mark, and the rest of the gang discussing hot topics, but tonight's show is super special as I believe they're going to be hosting an auction. So, let's stop by, bid on some books, listen to the jokes and laughs, and have a great time. Alright, the final item on the lineup at 9 p.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. midnight Eastern, is a live show from Hulk Nuts 911 Comics and Deadlifts. We should be getting the next installment in his series titled You Won't Like Me When. Today's is called You Won't Like Me When I Bring on a Sasquatch and a Panda. So, in the description it reads, special guest, the Sasquatch, will be discussing life, love, comics, and everything else with Sasquatch and of course the stinky panda. So this should be fun. Well, that's it for today's show. I appreciate you watching. This roster will be put on Instagram somewhere around 3 o'clock with any updates and or changes. And I just wanted to give a special shout that on Sunday, I'm going to open that pile that is growing and growing and growing. I've got a Bueller box in there. I've got YouTube auction wins. I've got IG Comic Fan purchases and an IG raffle win. Yeah, you heard that right. I actually won one of those IG raffles. Thanks, E-Rod. All right, so hit me up on Facebook, Instagram. I got a Patreon. Like, comment, share. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. I got 2 yesterday, so I must be doing something wrong. Drop me a comment below, and don't forget, as always, we had a good time.